got that out.
Yes.
Now I'm going to do a teachable moment here.
Teach us.
Man, I tell you, the we call it the cocoa. The coronavirus has had a tremendous amount of impact on
On
communities
everybody.
financially,
Everybody.
from renters to mortgage holders
Yes.
to all these myriad of things. And you know, they say that knowledge is power.
Yes.
And so many times we have not because we ask not, and sometimes we have not because we know not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know we the get in the know station.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so today we got another get in the know moment. I have my friend, the El Presidente, as I'm gonna call her. This is Miss Rebecca Franklin. She's joined us on the Wake Up Morning Show. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you guys?
We are wonderful to see that beautiful smiling face.
And I got my coffee,
And I got my tea.
and we're ready to go.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Wait a minute, hold on. Is that iced coffee?
Yes, it is.
She's got iced coffee
She got
in the
iced
morning.
coffee. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
one of those people that late year round, it's an iced coffee moment. So.
okay. So well, I'm gonna get real churchy with you right quick. Sister Franklin, Sister Franklin.
Yes.
Tell us about the California Mortgage Relief program. Now, everybody, get your notes out. Make sure that if you got questions, put it in the feed.
Teachable moments.
Because these are the teachable moments.
Yes, sir.
So tell us a little bit about the program.
Yeah, so the California Mortgage Relief Program was established through the American Rescue Plan Act in March of 2021. And it really was a recognition of how the pandemic has economically affected, the people and mostly the homeowners in these situations. People lost their jobs, they were missing work, they had to, get a new job underemployed, and people were, we try to keep up on our mortgage payments, but really sometimes there's things out of our control that affect us. And so the lawmakers really recognized the pandemic and how they affected homeowners. And so they established what they call the Homeowner Assistance Fund. And in recognition of the need of this great state, the California actually received 10% of the entire nation's fund, which was just over $1 billion.
Wow.
And those funds are dedicated to help California homeowners catch up on those missed mortgage payments that we all fall in hard times, right? And so this fund is really here to help those homeowners, and really the goal of the program is to keep homeowners in their home. We don't want anyone to be displaced because of forces that were out of their control. So the program offers eligible homeowners a grant, so you don't have to pay it back. There's no repayment plan.
Okay, wait a minute. I gotta emphasize that.
My God.
Did y'all hear this? She said free money, y'all. Free
Exactly.
money.
F-R-E-E. Yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I want to emphasize that there's no repayment, and so it's up to $80,000 of a grant that if eligible homeowners can apply and see if they are eligible, and we will pay to catch you up on your mortgage, so that once we pay you next month, that arrearage, that debt is gone, and you will never have to pay it back. Because we want to recognize that this pandemic hit homeowners hard and economically, and so we want to make sure that people are staying in their homes.
Okay, so I got a myriad of questions as you continue to help people keep their generational wealth. So question number one is simply this: if you have already, you went through the pandemic, and they had different type of either forbearance or deferments. If you have already signed a deferment with a bank and they done put it on the back end of your loan, do you still qualify to apply for this mortgage relief?
So you have to have what we call a delinquency, which means an amount owed. So there's kind of different options that homeowners had, and I want to be clear that forbearance doesn't mean that you missed a payment, right? That you went into forbearance, you wanted to protect yourself, you did the right thing. Or maybe you have amount owed. If you did what they call a loan modification, where you look at your mortgage statement and you don't have any amount owed, then this program isn't going to be able to help you at this time, because we're really here to focus on people who have that arrearage or those amount owed. So if you kind of were able to rectify your situation in a different way, which is great. This is one offering of many offerings that helps homeowners be able to modify their loan or to stay in their home, then that's great. You took a route to be able to make sure that you could stay in your home. But at this time, we're really looking to help people who have that payment's still due, they have that balance owed on their mortgage statement, and then we'll help you catch up in that manner.
Okay, so this is really important, people,
Very
so that you
important.
get this. A lot of times, people got into panic mode. We saw it with people moving out of apartments because they thought they were going to be evicted and they didn't want to get the eviction on their record. And then some people were quick selling their house, quick deeding their house because they didn't want to ultimately lose this. So here is a program that, number one, and I'm going to say this for African Americans, this is very important because owning property is how we build generational wealth. But if we lose our property because we fell behind due to the pandemic, then all of that wealth that you had built will go away. So this program is really, in my opinion, about helping families maintain, number one, residency, number two, generational wealth, and number three, keeping the homeless population down.
Absolutely, 100%. My family gathers at my grandma's house for, different holidays and family gatherings. Home ownership is a dream for a lot of people who have sacrificed and worked very hard to be able to make that dream come true. And this program is really trying to help you stay in your home, maintain that generational wealth. That's one of the, a home is not just a roof over your head. It's security.
Yes.
It's a place to gather. It's a place to, commune with one another and to, and we want to make sure that the homeowners understand that there's assistance out there for us. And we recognize that. That's the intent and the mission of this program.
So let me ask you a question, because I know that you have counselors available. A couple of things that we have noticed, and this is something that maybe your department can help. You have to be on a certain platform to actually get to the site because certain times if you try to log in, it will say that you have firewalls or certain things up. Can you tell us what platform is best to do the application in?
So the application is available online through our website, camortgagerelief.org. It should be available on all web browsers, and it's also available in 6 different languages if you're not comfortable speaking in English. If you're finding that you need technical assistance, we have a contact center, and I would say that the contact center is more than equipped to help walk you through any sort of troubleshooting you have. There is a dedicated technical resource. So if you're getting that firewall and I understand it's frustrating, you're trying to get help, that, we can walk you through that process. You can also do it on your phone. So the application, the website is all mobile friendly, iPad friendly, tablet friendly. So the contact center is 888-840-2594. So I would call them if you're, kind of struggling with that.
Sister Franklin, hold on, Sister Franklin.
Sorry.
Say the number again, because we're going to put it in the feed, darling.
Yeah, 888-840-2594. And so we can walk you through that process. I think if you're struggling, we're here. We have people ready to help you. So if you're getting frustrated, you're hitting that firewall, I would definitely call the contact center and see if they can walk you through or troubleshoot what the particular problem is.
Okay, so let's have real conversation about when you have these type of programs. How is it hard to get people to apply? Is there something that you have to push out? Because it would seem like everybody would run to this. Let's talk about the hurdles to get to people to believe that it's real.
Yeah, so if I'm being honest, there are bad actors out there and people have been unfortunately scammed or misled in the past. So I think it's important for people to understand that this program is a government funded program. The nonprofit that's running and administering these funds is affiliated to a government agency. And so I want people to know that we're here to help, and it's a legitimized program. It's, a government funded program. Additionally, I think it's important for people to understand that the application is free. That it's a grant. You shouldn't have to be required to pay it back. So if someone's coming and asking you questions about personal information, your financial information, and they're asking for, say, like a fee to apply or something like that, that is not this program. It's a scam. So we really want to be out here talking to you guys, really promoting this program, because we want people to understand that this is a legitimate program. Because I can understand if I was sitting in someone else's shoes being like, this is too good to be true. I really don't, this has to be not real. It's a grant. You're not making me pay this back. What's going on?
Right.
But it is a program. So yeah, it is a struggle to make sure that people understand the legitimacy of the program itself.
Okay, so let me say this. I checked it out myself. So the questions that I'm asking you is because I actually went through and I filled out the whole application. I downloaded everything, because I wanted to see what it was like, and I did it all on my phone. You know what I'm saying? And at the very last end, I was checking the little thing. They said, "Have you worked out a situation with your bank already?" And I was like, they didn't tell me that, but that's how many checks and balances that we're in. But I wanted to go through the process to tell people that one, it's real. Two is very simple, especially when you have access to certain things. They ask for your bank statement, your last bank statement, your last paycheck, or they say send your tax things in. Things that are really obtainable, electrical bill. So the process is very simple, and you have nothing to lose because, like I said, no really don't hurt you, but yes will make you ecstatic. And that's the thing that I want everyone to know. They're talking up to 80,000. So for the stress level, I call this grant program the California Mortgage Relief of Stress Program.
Yes.
So no, but I think that that's what's really important when we look at programs like this. One is government, is a government agency or tied to a government agency. Two, there are the checks and balances so that you know that you're not getting scammed. Three, there's no application fee. And four, there are people that you can call and you can talk to.
Yeah, additionally, I want to say that if you have a circumstance where you're even questioning, am I eligible, am I not, connect with us, talk to us. We're here to help. Additionally, you can connect with a HUD certified housing counselor. They'll be able to also look at your situation in more detail and give you guidance. And visiting a HUD certified housing counselor is free as well. So there's no fees in these programs.
Yeah, and if I remember right, there's actually a part on there that says, "Are you eligible?" And you could ask questions. They ask you questions to tell you if it's good for you to move on.
Correct.
And
yeah,
so,
we want to be upfront about that. This program is one of many, like I said, and it's not going to be the best circumstance for everybody, but we certainly want you to be able to engage with us and see if it is. Like you said, it doesn't hurt to just try.
Yeah. And here's the one thing for all of you guys that are listening out there. This is, again, the California mortgage relief. So that means that you have to have a mortgage. There's also something out there about rent relief, and that's a whole nother program. But the key thing for you all to know now, if you have been impacted by COVID from loss of income or employment, and you need to try to save either your residence, be it through your mortgage, you have to look at the programs that are literally being set up for you. And the bottom line is, Robert Earl Dean, and I'll say this to you, what I saw when they said the income level to qualify for a two adult home, you could make up to $90-something thousand and still qualify for this type of program. And so it is the parameters, I think, are very, for lack of better words, generous,
Right.
to make a lot of people eligible for it.
And they're broad enough for
Yeah.
a lot of people.
So, Sister Franklin, tell us what you would recommend for the people that are listening now that might, say, you know what, I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna jump into it. Let's just tell them the first thing they need to do, and let's talk about the paperwork that they need to gather.
Yeah, so when you apply, we're going to ask for a pay stub and your mortgage statement and your bank account statement and some sort of utility bill that proves you live in the home. Because again, this is really focused on people who are living in their homes, not an investment property. This is your house, you're living there, you're behind on your mortgage payments. So really it's that simple. Your bank account statement, a couple months, a couple pay stubs, your mortgage statement. There are circumstances where if you say you're in active bankruptcy, we may ask for a couple follow-up documents, but we have specialists that come in and review your file and will connect with you and walk you through any additional information we need based on your specific circumstance. But really, if I'm going to prepared to fill out that application, I'm going to have two pay stubs, a couple months of my bank statements, and my mortgage statement.
Wow. And so, tell me, how successful have people been to be able to get this type of relief? Have you seen a lot of people applying? How successful have people been?
Yeah, we have a lot of applications we're processing right now. We've been live for almost or just about 3 months. So we have been able to disperse about $12 million to California homeowners to help them stay in their homes at this point after the 3-month mark. We're still processing. That program itself is first come, first serve at this point. So I would encourage people to apply. We do have a lot of money. We have another program launching in late spring, early summer that will help people who just owe their arrearages on property tax. So maybe you were current on your mortgage, but your property tax fell behind. That program's coming in the later part of this year, kind of spring, summer. But I would say if you're behind on your mortgage, I would connect with us now because, again, first come, first serve.
And so let me can we give some ground rules? Y'all don't stop paying your mortgage right now thinking that you're going to be able to get a relief. What is the period of time that they qualify? Because, people are like, oh, I'm going to stop paying my mortgage so I get this.
Yeah. So right now, the way the criteria is you had to have been 2 months behind as of the launch of the program, which means minimum you had to have missed your November and your December payment because we launched at the end of December of last year. So you have to have been 2 months behind. And also an important thing is you have to attest that you faced a financial hardship after January of 2020. But it's a very broad thing. It doesn't have to be, I lost my job. It could be, I had to take care of a sick parent or family member or friend. So kind of the two big dates are, I attest that I had faced a financial hardship since January of 2020. You could have started it before January, but you had to have faced it after.
Right.
And then you have to have been 2 months behind on your mortgage as of the launch. So 2 months behind as of December 2021, sorry.
Okay. And so any final things as we move forward, because I'm excited. We done put up the information. We want people to know about it. We're going to continue to talk about it. But are there any, since you're on the GOD Wake Up Morning, are there any secrets that we should know that don't nobody else know just between us?
I don't know if there's a secret, but I think one thing we didn't address is if you've received other COVID relief, say you had help with your utility bills, you are still qualifying for this program.
Wow.
So you went out, you did the research, and you said, hey, I need help on my utility bill. I need help on this. You are still able to get help through this program if you meet the criteria of the program itself. So don't count yourself out. I guess my advice is don't think that you don't qualify until you kind of engage with the program. At least visit our website, camortgagerelief.org. If you determine this isn't for me, then we have a whole page of other resources that may be a good fit for you. Or you can also help your neighbors, your family, your church fellows, and spread the word for us. And word of mouth from a trusted resource is the best outreach we can do.
Now, did you hear that? She said camortgagerelief.org. And if you don't qualify for this program, stay on the page and get the other information. You might find a hookup on there. Now, this is about research, reading, and preparing. There are so many great things that are out there for us to be helpful. Aren't y'all happy that y'all live in the United States of America? And if you
California.
we tell people all the time, if you live in the United States of America, you bless. If you live in California, you doubly bless. But if you live in the city of San Diego, you're part of the chosen few.
Yes,
and so
beautiful city.
So we tell people, all you Californians, you're doubly blessed because there are so many options and opportunities for you right here. Sister Franklin, I love having to Miss Franklin, thank you so much for coming on early in the morning with us. Our listeners really appreciate it, and we thank you. Realize that we're one of the trusted messengers, and anytime you want to come back, you are welcome with your iced coffee and all.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
Wonderful
you having me. I'd love to come back.
All right. You have an amazing day.
You too.
There you all have it right here on GOD Radio 1. This was none other than the president Ms. Franklin from the California Mortgage Relief Fund, and I am so excited about this program and what it's doing. We're going to get back to some great gospel music. You know, if God ain't did nothing else, He's done enough. Right here on GLD Radio 1.
.com.
The song.